Hello, good morning. Today we'll discuss executive, one of the three organs of the government. As we know that government comprises three organs to perform the various functions. They are executive, legislature and judiciary. We'll discuss executive for today and legislature and judiciary in our future classes. Therefore, in our today's discussion, we will look into the definition of the executive, its functions and its composition at the national level as well as at the state level. As we know that India has adopted federal structure, meaning dual government. One is at the national level and another one is at the state level. So we'll look into the structure of the executive at the national level as well as at the state level. Right. So if we look at the definition of the executive, it is a body of persons that looks after the implementation of rules and regulations in actual practice. That means legislature involves in lawmaking process and executive involves in the implementation or enforcement of those laws. Then what are the principal functions of executive? There are two principal functions of executive, that is implementation of laws and policies and also participating in the policy formation. For example, the parliamentary form of government is also known as cabinet form of government because major decisions are taken by the cabinet. So that's why ministers do often involve in policy making process. And if you look at the structure of the executive, there are two organs in executive. So one is political executive and another one is permanent executive. So far as political executive is concerned, the political leaders, particularly the people who are in government, the ministers, they are called as political executive. And the public servants who are recruited by the public service commissions at the center and state level, they come under the permanent executive. If you look at the tenure of the permanent executive, these people remain in office till their retirement, whereas political executive, they have to contest elections for every 5 years, meaning they hold their offices only for a period of 5 years. So this shows that permanent executive plays a significant role in the process of governance. And as far as different types of executive are concerned, the executive is classified based on the principles of collective leadership and individual leadership. So far as collective leadership is concerned, in a parliamentary democracy, the executive is responsible to the legislature. That means executive and legislature are interdependent in lawmaking and policy making and in governance. Therefore, it is called as a collective leadership. And individual leadership means executive is independent of legislature. Executive is not responsible to the legislature. This type of system is based on the principle of individual leadership. So based on collective leadership and individual leadership, the executive are the forms of government across the world are parliamentary form of government, and semi-presidential system and presidential system. So this parliamentary form of government and semi-presidential system comes under the principle of collective leadership. Okay, here collective leadership means executive is responsible to the legislature, meaning executive enjoys the power or government will be in the power as long as it enjoys the majority in legislature. That is the meaning of being responsible to the legislature. And also executive can be asked questions through various mechanisms in the legislature. This is another way of being responsible to the legislature. And if you look at the parliamentary form of government or parliamentary executive, in parliamentary executive, head of the government is Prime Minister. And of course, Prime Minister is also the leader of the majority party in legislature. And he is accountable to the legislature. And the head of the state the head of the state may be monarch or the president. So in a constitutional monarchy, like example is UK, United Kingdom, the head of the state is king or queen, so which is called as monarch. And whereas in a parliamentary democracy or parliamentary republic like India, president is called as the head of the state. Here a republic means the head of the state is elected indirectly or directly. As far as India is concerned, we elect our head of the state through indirect election, which is also called as proportional representation with a single transferable vote. We will discuss these terminologies in our future classes. And here, monarch and president are called as ceremonial executive. What is the meaning of ceremonial executive? That means the real power is not vested in monarch or president. That's why they are called as ceremonial executives. So this is the structure under parliamentary executive. So as far as a semi-presidential system is concerned, here the head of the state is president and head of the government is prime minister, and prime minister and his council are responsible to the legislature. That is example for semi-presidential system are France, Egypt and Haiti, etc. Then what is the main difference between parliamentary and semi-presidential system? The major difference is under semi-presidential system, the president is given more powers or more responsibilities in comparison with the parliamentary system or parliamentary form of government. However, this parliamentary system and semi-presidential system comes under one umbrella, that is collective leadership. And as far as presidential form of government or parliamentary presidential system, here the head of the government and head of the state is president. That means here the president acts as a head of the state as well as head of the government. So the best example for presidential form of government is USA, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, etc. And under presidential form of government, the president is usually directly elected by the people and he is not accountable to the legislature. This is very, very important point. The basic difference between parliamentary form of government or cabinet form of government and presidential form of government is, under cabinet form of government, the executive is responsible to the legislature, and under presidential form of government, the executive is not responsible to the legislature. Meaning, under presidential system, the executive cannot be removed by the legislature. So these are the various types of executives across the globe, and we have adopted parliamentary executive where the head of the state is president and the head of the government is prime minister. Thank you.